One day, Natasha comes to me and she asks me if I had seen her other glove. And she holds up a glove, and I think it was Gucci or something like that. It was a designer glove, and she asked me if I had seen the other one. And I had never seen those gloves before in my life, so I'm just like, no, I'm sorry, I haven't seen them. And she said, okay, well, like if you see it, can you please let me know? Can you please just put it on my bed? Do you mind checking your stuff too to make sure that you didn't accidentally put it in your bags? And I know for a fact that I didn't see it, and I know for a fact that I didn't put it in any of my bags because there's no room for me to take out my bags. Therefore, I've been wearing like the same 3 pairs of clothes, the same like over and over and over, and I keep them on my bed. But I tell her like, yeah, sure. Like if I see it, then I will put it on your bed and I'll let you know. And so she asked me about 3 or 4 times after that, not in the same day, so different days. She would ask me, have you seen my glove? Have you seen my glove? And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I still haven't seen your glove. Did you ask around? Maybe you left it somewhere around the guest house. And she's like, I did ask people, no one has seen it. But she would ask so politely that I didn't think anything of it. I just thought like she really missed her glove. It's a designer glove, it's expensive, blah, 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 blah. I've been saying blah, 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 blah a lot, right? Anyway, but yeah, I didn't really think anything past she's been missing her glove. One day, Natasha and I are both in our beds, and we're both on our own beds, obviously, and she asks me, Jasmine, who do you like? And I'm like, what do you mean, who do I like? Like, I don't understand. And she said, who do you like in the guest house? And I'm like, what do you mean, who do I like in the guest house? Like, I have many friends here, like, I don't understand. And she said, which boy do you like in the guest house? And I'm like, well, like, I don't like any of the guys here that way, I think that's what you mean. I don't get it still. And she said, no, who do you like? And then she gets off of her bed and she starts standing up and she's like leaning on my bed, and she's just like, who do you like, which boy do you like in this guest house? And I'm like, I don't like. First of all, there's not that many guys in this guest house. Second of all, like, none of them are my type. I wasn't even thinking of them romantically. And she's just like, you like Tommy, don't you? And like, okay, so let me tell you a little about Tommy. And that's not his real name, by the way. Tommy is a great kid. He's really nice, full of energy, but his aura just screams of desperation. And I mean that in the most nicest way, if there is one. But so every girl that comes into the guest house, he hardcore flirts with them, and his just like his body language is like screaming, can I have sex with you? Can I have sex with you? Can I have sex with you? I'm so sorry, Tommy. That's how it is. When I first came to Japan, he like took me out on, around Shibuya, and like I just called him out on it. I'm like, dude, I just met you. I don't know what you're insinuating, but he played it down. But anyway, yeah, that's Tommy. So she said like, you like Tommy, don't you? And I'm just like, no, like there's nothing there at all. And she said, you like Tommy. And then she went back to her bed, and then I'm just like, okay, that was really weird, because I cannot stress that we do not have big conversations or anything. That was just really odd. One night, like really late at night, maybe like even towards the morning, like 2, 3 in the morning, I noticed that Natasha got up in the middle of the night and she took her bath stuff, so she was going to take a shower. And like, yeah, that was it. I went back to sleep. I don't know like if she came back, whatever. In the morning, Natasha came to me and she told me, I think I'm going to call the police. And I was so confused, like, why are you going to call the police? And she said, I can't find my glove. You looked everywhere. I looked everywhere, and I still can't find it, so I'm going to call the police. And I'm just like, okay, if you want to file a report, okay, you can do that. And she said, okay, that's what I'm going to do. I thought that was so odd. Like, who does that? Who calls the police because their glove is missing? I don't get it. In the morning, I'm in the kitchen with my friends, the other volunteers, and we're just joking around, talking, and then Tommy comes into the room and he has like a smirk on his face, and he asks me in front of everyone, Jasmine, how are things with your new roommate? And I tell him, yeah, things are okay. I did not tell anyone, like, these are my friends, but I did not tell anyone that she's been stealing my alcohol. She's been bringing her boyfriend in at night, and like she's always drinking alcohol. They hear her yelling through the door and they think that she's kind of crazy, but I did not tell them anything to validate that assumption. Then he said, that's not what she told me. And I was so confused because we don't have that much to go off of. we don't talk that often, and every time we talk it's polite, so like what was she telling him? I don't get it. Tommy told me that the other night when I saw her leaving the room, and I didn't tell him that I saw her leaving the room, but it just kind of fit together, but when she left the room, apparently she had went to his bed in the middle of the night naked, and they slept together, and then she told him that she thinks that N-word stole my glove. So he said that she called me the N-word multiple times, and she called me a bitch multiple times, and she thought that I stole her glove. This completely came out of left field for me because every time that we talk, it's pleasant enough. We don't have full-blown conversations or anything, so I'm just quiet for a little bit, and I'm trying to think, like, did she give me any signals that like that she thought this? And no, she didn't. And I'm so confused, just like, what's happening? And then all my friends are just like talking about it, and then like I'm just like, okay, you know what, she's gonna call me the N-word, she's gonna call me a bitch, she thinks I stole her glove when I didn't. Fine, like I'm just letting it all out. Before, I would be on my computer in my bed sometimes and just chill, but I only went to the room or the dorm if I was going to sleep. I don't know if she somehow found out that Tommy had told me what she had said, but one time she was trying to show me like her artwork on her computer. She had never done that before, and then I was kind of curious, so I'm just like, did you ever find your glove? And I interrupted what she was saying to me, and she said, yes, I found it. And I'm like, okay, where did you find it? And she told me it was under her bed. So her freaking glove was under her bed the entire time, and she's going around calling me the N-word. I think, and I can't be sure, but I think that's why she asked me who I liked in the guest house, so that she can sleep with him and make me feel bad or whatever, but I seriously didn't care for Tommy that way. But yeah, I think she was like doing all of this revenge stuff because she thought I stole her glove when I didn't. It was under her bed the entire time. When I heard that, I just like laid down, turned my back to her, and I'm just like, I'm going to sleep. Natasha would still try to talk to me and have conversations with me, but I would just leave in the morning and then come back at night.